You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, I have got your full roster of weekly spoilers from Monday, November 11th, all the way through Friday, November 15th. We have got John Black's shocking death, and we have got Kat Greene going free. What? Yes. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to dive into all the action coming. If you haven't, please reach down, click subscribe. Now let's dive right in with the action coming on Monday, November 11th, season 60, episode 56. So on Monday, Roman and Steve are wondering about Clyde's motives and his intentions. And remember, Clyde wants a favor from Chad before he will hand over Abby's body. And he specifically said what's left of it, which indicates that Abigail may indeed be dead, but it is Salem, so we'll see. Brady confronts Kristen on Friday after a visit with Maggie and Sarah when he finds out that Kristen is playing dirty tricks and not giving Sarah that serum. And then on Monday, he slaps Kristen with an ultimatum about their relationship that I think is going to sound something like, give Sarah that serum or else. And Chad needs a favor from his brother EJ. He brought it up last week, but it looks like he is going to insist, drop all the charges against Kat. I need her out of jail. You can leave her brother to rot. I don't care. Philip tells Sarah something troubling about Xander. Maybe it's the fact that, her husband wants him dead and actually, fired a gun. Luckily, it wasn't loaded when he pointed it at him. And Xander also tells Kate, get Philip to back off about Titan. And of course, he wants this serum for Sarah, but hopefully Brady's going to make it happen and Xander can chill out a little. Tuesday, November 12th is season 60, episode 57. And Joy is completely shocked to discover exactly who Leo is in regard to her family. Now, Nancy Wesley is leaving town soon, but maybe she's going to come onto the set where her daughter's working and see who the writer is. Because if you remember, Leo was having an affair with Joy's dad, Craig Wesley, behind her mom, Nancy's back. They were cheating. And then Craig divorced Nancy and was getting ready to marry Leo, which would have been bigamy because he was married to Jackie Cox. It was a green card marriage and very, very messy. Meanwhile, Chad tells Kat about his plan to outsmart Clyde and trick him, and he may want to use her as part of the plan. Alex and Chanel are ready to film their first love scene, and Johnny is very on edge about it, especially given the big mistake he just made. Julie updates JJ about Doug's health issue. Now, something happens with Doug on the Friday episode, and he has taken some kind of turn. There's some kind of health crisis. And of course, you know that Bill Hayes passed away in January 2024. So Doug's funeral is on December 4th, which also serves as a tribute for Bill. That is 17 episodes between when she talks to JJ and when the funeral happens. So things are going to pick up the pace pretty fast with this storyline. And Gabi is heaping blame on EJ. She is again blaming her for the end of her marriage to Stefan. Wednesday, November 13th is episode 58 of season 60. Gabi and EJ are going at it. They are getting hot and not in a good way. And JJ Deveraux gets between them, which is interesting. And it looks like JJ is going to be Gabi's rebound romance. She is going to be getting back together with her ex-fiance. And I think that's going to be pretty cute. Stephanie and Alex have a tense moment before a photo shoot on the set of the soap. And they're still into each other, but Kate has warned them they can't be together or Stephanie's going to get fired. Meanwhile, Paulina reveals some news that really surprises Jada and Rafe. And I wonder if it is about the police commissioner job. Remember, Rafe was in a coma, so she appointed Jada as acting commissioner. So is this about who's going to wind up with the gig? And Johnny is really thinking that he needs to come clean to Chanel. But the problem is the person that he slept with, Joy, is a little nervous. She does not want that to happen. I thought it was very interesting this past week when Chanel was making those remarks about, this is the woman who's going to be the homewrecker. We're going to be having cat fights. And of course, it's all like, haha, in real life, that is, or real soap life, I guess, it's going to happen. Pretty ironic dialogue. Thursday, November 14th is season 60, episode 59. Rafe and Jada are dealing with a challenging situation. Maybe it's about Vivian. I don't know if Yvonne is going to steal her away and run off with her, or maybe it's about which of them should be the boss at the cop shop in Salem. I think Jada's doing a good job, but Rafe did an okay job. We'll see. JJ is wondering why Chad would trust Kat. So I wonder if Chad is warming up to her, because remember she did say she was falling for him, or if Chad is trusting her because they have similarly aligned goals. She wants to find her mother, or at least her mother's body if Clyde has killed her, and Chad wants Abigail's body. So they say you can trust people where your goals are aligned. And also on Thursday, Tate opens up when talking to Sophia. Now he has conflicted feelings, and basically because he slept with her before Holly came and asked to reunite, he feels like he has to give her a chance, that it's the right thing to do. But we do know he is very conflicted, and he is still carrying a torch for Holly, which to me is insane because she left him rotting in jail because she didn't want to admit that she was a party girl who liked drugs. You can't trust someone like that. She feels bad about it, sure, but not bad enough to have done the right thing. And Sophia hasn't done anything bad to him so far. Friday, November 15th is episode 60 of season 60, and Maggie is there to support Holly, and it sounds like she is coping with losing Tate, who is sticking for Sophia, at least for now. Sarah has a new challenge in her recovery, and she and Xander face it together. So maybe she's finally going to get the serum. And as I have heard from some leaks, it's not going to be 2 shots and a miracle cure. It's going to be a process. Like all the nerve endings and the damaged tissue, everything has to have time to heal. But as we know, Dr. Rolf's stuff really works. He may be a psycho-mad scientist, but he's pretty good at what he does. Meanwhile, Ava questions if Brady has a future with Kristen or not. We do know that Ava and Brady have been flirting, and they are going to share a kiss soon, possibly this week. But is he going to walk away from Kristen? I mean, I think he'll stick around at least until she gives Sarah the serum. But then after that, all bets are probably off. Meanwhile, Sophia presses Tate to come clean about his true feelings. She's made it very clear she doesn't want to be his second choice. So I think she would rather him be honest with her than stick around, let her get more attached, and then break things off with her. So Belle Black and Paul Narita came to town for Marlena and John's anniversary this past week, and that carries over into early week episodes, the week of the 11th through the 15th. Paul is also planning to propose to Andrew Donovan while they're there, and he's also in town. But the thing is, John Black is missing, and that's unusual because he would not miss his anniversary with Marlena for nothing. So Doc goes to consult with Shane Donovan and asks him to find her husband. This is very problematic because Clyde Weston is free, so that's a concern because he's always a threat, and Katerina Melionis is alive, we hope, and a captive of Clyde's, and John may want to rescue her just out of guilt for believing that he killed her, or Clyde may have some twisted agenda and want to get his hands on John. So the actors involved in this storyline, including Stephen Nichols and Deidre Hall, just confirmed that they actually filmed John Black's shocking death scenes while Drake Hogestyn was alive, but not on set because he was at home battling pancreatic cancer. And of course, we all know that's a battle he unfortunately lost. On September 28th, 2024, we have seen his final new scenes. We'll probably get flashback scenes and things like that leading up to his funeral, but as of now, no new scenes. Very sad.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.